Welcome, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot getting ready to do a reading for you. This is in the wake of the new moon in Gemini, and for many of you, particularly those with Aquarius rising, this is going to fall in the area of creativity, recreation, fun, friendship, romance, children. So I pull for you surrender. I can release my need to control. I think this is speaking to your high level of skillfulness, resourcefulness in some particular area. This can be kind of comprehensive command of skills and abilities, vast experience, that you're recognizing that you must, that you don't want to be in control, that your vision of more holistic productivity and benefit abundance comes from a more collaborative process. And I think that you are understanding that maintaining control, even if you feel you have the skills, you know you have the skills and the experience to see some kind of success or victory, that it's not going to have the same value if it is you steering the ship rather than truly allowing others to participate in an equitable way. And by that I mean according to their skills, their interests, their desire, and their willingness to grow and invest in themselves as a part of whatever it is that you're working towards, whatever you're creating or building. This is clarified by the Star card and the Nine of Cups. Wow. Okay, so you know this is the way to go. I think you do have a vision. Your vision of a better world is not about you or people like you being in control. This is about a world where individuals can pursue their own abundance. They're in healthy and sustainable ways. And I think you recognize that it is the means by which you achieve a success or a victory that informs this opportunity for others to have access. And that is important to you. I'm not sure why it's important to you, but it does make you happy. It does make you content. It feels to you as though emotionally, this is really the point. This is really your wish for some kind of improvement in the world, some kind of improvement in your environment or among your team. That the idea is that you do it together, that you see it together, and that this assures you, or you feel satisfied that you have done your part. You have vetted those parts of you that felt helpless, sad, wounded in the past by really investing in yourself, giving yourself the love, the encouragement, not being afraid of the things that have hurt you in the past. In your present, we have the Death card and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, this is telling me very clearly you have released a whole set of beliefs and practices that were a result of your being continually and perpetually judged by others. Others that didn't get you, others that didn't see your vision, others that didn't trust the way that information came to you, that your intuition was powerful, that you were so open to alternatives or the unexpected, or somehow your work style seemed chaotic. There's a way in which others didn't trust your unique genius. And this had a damaging impact on you, particularly coming of age, particularly your conditioning, your family of origin that saw you as just extra, too much, having ideas about things that nobody else cared about, perhaps. And you've really released that. You've really healed that and understood now that this is the problem of others. This is not your problem. If others are blocking you, not supporting you, not listening to you, dismissing your ideas, not giving you credit for ideas they then take and make profitable, this really isn't your problem. Your problem, you now understand your challenge, I should say, is taking your ideas to those that can support them, that do understand them. You know you're not crazy, but you have been judged so in the past in a way that has blocked you. And it required you to release not just the realization that this was the challenge for those that were blocking you, because they were losing too, but it also is a system of beliefs, expectations, conditions that seem to attend to those who judged you unfairly. In the past, the Hierophant. This too, the Hierophant, the star cards that are coming up for a lot of you. And I think this is about your commitment, not necessarily to an individual institution or organization, although that could be the case for many of you. It's more the process of learning, providing access to others to gain the methods, the tools, the information to be able to make their own decisions, make up their own mind, experience education as a tool rather than as a banner of victory. So this is complicated because it's showing me the way in which you are understanding individual capacity within an institution that judges, sorts individuals between more capable and less capable, smart and not smart. And you're really rejecting that institutional norm, and you're really moving to this greater understanding of how information is generated, how we learn, how we share what we know with others. And this is directly the result of your own experience. You were, perhaps, many of you were not normative students, or you were judged as science or math whizzes, and that was only a small fraction of your ability. Perhaps you're an artist as well as being those things. And you recognize the limits of institutions to be able to handle that. But that doesn't mean that you can't recognize those capacities, that need in those you work with, and manage that in a way that dignifies, provides opportunities for those that are willing to invest in themselves to learn. In the future, the Ace of Pentacles. So indeed, I actually see you creating a space, an organization, a business, an institution precisely for this kind of learning, this kind of growth to be available, to be celebrated, where individuals create their own abundance, and abundance on whatever terms that means. In such a varied world, such an expansive world, there is something for everyone. Everyone has the talent and the means to achieve that. And this is your commitment as you move forward, providing ways for that to happen. And it feels like it's happening through a project, a product, a business, something you're creating. If this reading is resonating for you, Aquarius, please like this video, subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot, and I appreciate your presence here. Thank you for that. In the past, 2 cards for the Hierophant. Here is the 2 of Cups, and it looks like the Hanged One. Yes, indeed. So I have all these cards out here. I'm going to pull for the Seven of Swords and the Death card, the Knave of Swords and the Ace of Swords, and for the Ace of Pentacles, the Knave of Cups and the Six of Swords. Okay, so there's some kind of healing work that you are working towards, that you are creating out of this place of recognizing the necessity for a place for people to remedy the kind of harm perhaps they've experienced through some institution or organization. This can be a way that a place where differences are explored more broadly, are accepted, and pathways for individuals are created based on their passion, their talents. In the past, the Hierophant is clarified by the Two of Cups and the Hanged One. It almost feels as though your commitment to self and to others was delayed somehow through this desire to understand better how all individuals learn, how you have learned, how you have made your experience victorious, successful, how you found a sense of self-acceptance that has led to a kind of empowerment for you. This greater vision that you now claim as your own and the kind of satisfaction it gives you is something that required a lot of opening up of your perspective. And it appears that it has occurred through this deeper understanding of your own initial experiences, the effect of being judged, the effect of being excluded for certain kinds of experience based on the way others had judged you. So I see you now in a position of leading to greater self-acceptance, a greater sense of self-empowerment that makes productive partnerships more available to you, your ability to recognize those. So releasing these judgments and the understanding that others were losing as they dismissed you is the Knight of Swords, or the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords. This is, again, emphasizing your ability to emphasize wisdom, not simply knowledge. This is the openness on your part to pursue the truth, to pursue justice, to recognize that if you don't know something, you can learn, and that active pursuit of information, knowledge is the key to this greater wisdom, greater truth, a kind of a relevance to the experience of others in seeking justice and fairness for others. So there's a lot here about equity that is encouraging you to share what you've learned, share your experiences, and allow others the ability to recognize and uncover their own truths, pursuing that. In the future, the Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Page of Cups and the Six of Swords. Yeah, I feel like you're leaving dysfunctional situations behind. You're leaving anxiety, confusion, chaos behind on the basis of your own passion and opening up to your own creative desire, to investing in your creative imagination, recognizing that as a high value of intelligence. So this, in some ways, you're elevating the self-acceptance that whatever your skills, you are creative. We all are creative. And through this desire to build something practical, useful, available to all, you are looking for recovery, solutions to the kind of damage that you and others have sustained through the educational system is an example. This can be relevant to any social institution that we experience in our culture. But this seems particularly level to, if not your particular professional arena, to the educational system overall, and ways that you are creating alternatives to it, ways in which not just others can potentially flourish, but ways that you have and are flourishing now. So I'm going to finish this reading, Aquarius, with a Language of Flowers Oracle, and I pulled the Calla Lily, rejuvenation, reawaken, and then stand stronger. This is beautiful energy as always, Aquarius. Until next time, namaste.